Hi, I'm Laura Hawthorne with Living in His Love Ministries. And I'm going to be speaking today about purity and holiness. Probably going to be speaking about things that the mothers, if you want your children to stay and you feel it's appropriate for them to hear certain things, then I'm going to be speaking to everyone about teenagers. And so if you'd like them to stay, that's fine. If you don't want them to stay, they don't have to. It's your choice. So you can make that decision. Okay. Does anybody know what purity is? Anyone out there? Excuse me?
Without stain.
Good. Anybody else? Without stain. It's very good. Without sin. Purity is free from anything that taints, which is stain, right? Not mixed with anything else. Holiness means you're spiritually pure and sinless. Holiness means purifying yourself. Purifying yourself does not mean putting on a white robe to cover up all that is not holy about you. It means asking God, who is holy, to purify your heart. Unholiness happens there first. Purifying ourselves means taking stock of our lives, our thoughts, our actions, our associations, and business dealings, and cleansing ourselves from anything that contaminates us. It is something that we actively do. It means deciding to be morally and ethically pure. In the Bible, when God said, "Be holy," the scripture that he gave had to do with not stealing, not lying, not committing fraud, not slandering people, not trying to get revenge, and not falling into idolatry. We are to deliberately turn away from anything that glorifies immorality and other unholiness. That's pretty huge, huh? Wow. It's a tall order. Even for me, because I'm human like you are. I am no different than anybody in this room. Okay, so being holy is not being perfect. It's letting Him who is holy be in you. And by the way, I'm doing this, but God is right here. He's in this room with us. And sometimes that's hard when we're worshiping in church and when we're praying to something that's invisible to really connect with it. But I want each of you to turn to each other and say, God is here. Now, everybody's laughing. I want you to say it again, and I want you to really mean it, that God is right here. And He hears everything, and He sees everything, and He's right here among us to share this time with all of us too. And that's a good thing, because He loves us all. He wants to be here. And we've invited Him here to be with us. So now, do it again, and really believe that He's right here. Good. Okay, let's get down to business. Woo! Serious subject, but you know, I have a sense of humor, and I think that's important when you're talking about stuff. I'm not going to be up here like, shh. I don't like doing that. Okay, so being holy is not being perfect. It's letting Him who is holy be in you. We cannot be holy on our own, but we can make choices. It's a big word. Choices. We have a choice. And every moment, we're making choices. Everything that comes out of our mouth, we're choosing to say it. Whether it comes out before we realize what we're saying, which there are a lot of scriptures in Proverbs about holding your tongue and being wise. And everything starts with our thought life, right? That's where it all begins. This is where it all starts. And Proverbs 4:23 says, be very careful about what you think, because your thoughts run your life. So, let's talk about ways that we contaminate ourselves in this world, because this world is an evil world. We are amongst such an evil world where the enemy is just infiltrated in every single thing that's around us. And half the time we don't even know. But we need to know. We need to realize that. And we need to be so aware of that we are on guard to just fight right against that and not let it affect us. So, the first thing is, what we choose to watch on TV. Got some great examples for this one. Who watches Deal or No Deal? Just me? Come on. Deal or No Deal. Okay. Yeah, it's a great show. Howie Mandel, he can't touch anyone's hand. He's got this phobia. So Deal, you know what I'm talking about? It's funny, right? So Deal or No Deal. Great show. First thing that happens is these beautiful women, they come out with these briefcases. And they are not wearing turtlenecks. Alright? So right away, there's provocative dressing. Okay? And if men are watching that show, what is that doing to them? Even if they're married, they're human too. Okay, so we've got that. We've got greed, because we want to win more money. So we're all excited. We want this money. Oh, what should I do? What should I do? All this money, that's greed. So we're idolizing money for that moment. Okay? Who thinks about that when they watch the show? I mean, do you think about it? Good. So you're all aware of it. That's great. That's great. And you know what? Somebody had to bring that to my attention, because I used to, Deal or No Deal's coming on. I love that show. And somebody said, that's evil. I'm like, what? And then they explained it to me, and I agreed. I said, wow, I never thought about it. So, like you, I don't think about it either. I'm not perfect. And then we have The Bachelor. Who watches that? Be honest, who watches that? Okay. None of you watch The Bachelor. Okay. Are you guys really being honest? Maybe I shouldn't even be talking about anything up here. You guys are like totally pure people. I can't believe it. This is a house of pure women. Why did you ask me to come here? Why am I here? Okay. Well, I'll talk about it anyway, just for the few that are here, because that's all that matters. If there's one person that's affected by what I'm saying, that's huge. That's perfect for me. Okay, The Bachelor. All about this rich guy, handsome, whatever, and there's like 7,000 women wanting this guy. Are they wanting him because, oh wow, he's got a good heart? Wow. No. They want this guy because he's got money, he's handsome. And they are competing with each other, boy. They're ready to rip each other's jugular veins out for this guy. Oh, they are. They're very jealous of each other, and jealousy, another thing that contaminates us from being pure. I'll tell you, we're all guilty of all of this stuff because it just comes naturally. We're in a world where there's all these, things around us, and we have feelings, and we have to nip them in the bud. Immediately. Taking captive of your thoughts. Immediately. And Roseanne has a scripture that I've asked her to read. And I'd like all of you, actually it's on your list, on your papers, and I'd like Roseanne to read it, and then when you go home, I want you all to read it too.